Hey guys, you're in the Firebeatz studio right now.
And we're gonna show you how we made our track Maximo.
So we're in the project right now. And the idea for Maximo started with the idea of a synth we wanted to make. A kind of a hover sound that had a pitch in it. Because
there's a pitch LFO.
Yeah. You used to listen to a lot of drum and bass and it has a lot of that stuff in it. So we were like, let's try to make a sound like that. And this one we made from scratch in the silent, and it sounds like this. So you can hear the synth starts pitching right away and it goes down, and I will show you how it's done.
Yeah, we made it with the pitch modulation in the enveloper, and it's just a simple saw and sine combination. And then the special thing about the synth is here in the pitch LFO, in the envelope. If it's without something, it would just sound like a crazy fart or something.
Yeah, just a straight synth.
Yeah, but because of the attack that we put up in combination with the modulation envelope on the pitch, you get the crazy vibe.
Yeah. It also has another LFO on it, and that's the cutoff, and it will make the synth go up and down like this. Like a wobble kind of idea, but then just slightly to give it the edge. And inside the silent there are, as you know, a lot of effects, and we've used some distortion, some pretty much
overdrive.
A lot of distortion to make it sound pretty raunchy. So that's and build in the reverb for some nice.
Yeah, it's a pretty long size, this reverb, and the dry is actually pretty low, but then you can hear it in the back when you stop it, and the verb goes really long, so it fills the room.
Yeah,
like you can hear.
And then we layered it with the same sound actually, but we tried to get the whole spectrum of the sound, so there's some low in there. It's pretty rough, but it's just the same synth actually, and I think we octaved it down and
without the cutoff LFO.
Yeah, and we just took the reverb off because in the low end we don't really like reverbs, or we EQ it off. And as you can see, we're going back to the high synth again, to the main drop synth. We took all the low end off because it wasn't really necessary, because we doubled it with the low synth, so that's going to give you all the low you need. So you can filter it off, and we use the 48 dB filter for that. And of course we use the sidechain on it, so it doesn't interfere with the kick frequencies.
Yeah. And sidechain is actually a pretty nice subject. We use different kind of ways to sidechain stuff. In this case, on the synth, we used just a sidekick from Nicky Romero. It works really well, but sometimes we also use, we made a ghost sidechain channel on our system, and it's just a simple EXS with no output. It goes to the bus with no output, and we just have 4
impulses. So it's going to react on those impulses.
Yeah.
And you don't give them out, so you won't hear the beep. And then you sidechain everything to the.
You can trigger it, and when you use the normal Logic sidechain, which we use a lot, you can trigger it here on the sidechain to the bus, and you can you can do pretty much anything you want with the sidechain. You can use a sidechain filter. So you can only sidechain the low end or the mid-range, whatever you want.
Yeah.
So we also use this sidechain a lot, but in this case that was not necessary. Just the kick synth frequencies needed to be sidechained. So we used the Nicky Romero sidekick.
Yeah. So we have this going. You can hear there's pretty much distortion on the synth, but it's the way we wanted it to sound. So it might sound a little bit like it's clipping, but it's actually not. And we got the low synth to double it. So you get a nice drive in the low end. One of our favorite plugins right now is the Trash. It's a really nice plugin from Isotope. It gives you
a lot of dirt,
a lot of beef in the synth. So as you can hear, this sounds a lot more grimier than without the sound. It gives a bit more top on it. I really like that, and of course, to make the synths fit in your track, you need to EQ them really well. So we used the Pro Q, and we had one frequency in the low end that we really wanted to push. But this one is actually not. It looks like a big push, but it's actually zoomed in a lot. So 7 dBs. It's quite a lot, but as you can hear, it's pretty nice and
in combination with the kick, it just stands out there.
Yeah.
And that's what we needed.
Yeah. So you have the full package in that. Yeah, let's drop it in and we used like on the first kick, we used different synths in the Nexus. We actually bought a pack from Nexus.
Dubstep. It sounds like a massive wobble, but it's the Nexus one.
Yeah. It was because of the sound of the main lead. It's kind of dubstep-like, and we were like, we want something as dirty as that on the kicks, on the first kick. So well, we have this sound. We tweaked it a little bit because Nexus always comes royally with FX on the preset. So we scrapped everything from that and just put in a little bit of room verb. Yeah, also a nice feature of the Nexus sometimes. On this one I didn't use it, but the spread function, it gives a little bit of tremolo to it and it gives a nice stereo image. Really like that. And well, we've got 3 different ones in this setup. That's the one. Different one. Also some sidechain on that one. And this one has a dimension expander. It's just also a little room reverb, but just to give it all a little different dimension in your mix. So
fill the spectrum like in a different way every time. That's what we try. So.
Yep, we've buzzed all those, and as you can see, we've pumped it up a little bit. Again,
Camel fat is also really cool.
With the sidechain, and as you mentioned, we've got the camel fat on it, and yeah, we really love the distortion in that one. Yeah. So the track is full with distortion, but yeah, we can show you guys. This is with this. Just beefens it up a little more. We always try to check the level at the end that it doesn't clip. That's why we use the pre-fader metering in Logic. And Jurgen can tell you something about that.
You can switch it on. I think it was in here. It's here, the pre-feeder metering, and then when you can put it on, then it turns blue. Yeah. And then your meters here, they will tell you what's the output of the synth. Like for instance, when your Nexus is already clipping like hell, like this, you will see it in here, that it will clip like automatically. So then you turn down the volume, so you get more headroom in the mix. So that's why we use the pre-feeder metering. Yeah, what you don't want is that your plugin is already clipping while you're mixing it, so then it will already have distortion output from the clipping. Yeah, so you put it down in your plugin, and then you can turn it up on your level in your mixer or on your channel, so you'll never have the already output distortion from your plugin. Because when you don't put on pre-fader metering, it will say 0 dB. Because that's the output. You think you have enough headroom?
Yeah, but you
don't.
So we always check that, and it gives you just a cleaner mix overall. Yeah. We'll just jump to the let me see, to the parts where the drums come in. Yeah. It's here. Yeah, as you can hear, it's quite a simple loop.
Just one snare actually.
Yeah, it's a snare and a ride and our famous bell. We almost we have used it in a lot of tracks. It's this one. It just gives a nice little dimension to the ride. And yeah, we want it to be simple because the synths already have a lot of energy. So if you're gonna be really if you're gonna have too much in there, it's gonna
it's not gonna
be
work
too much.
No.
So it's quite simplistic. What we do with the drums is we filter out the low end. Let me check. I'm going to the bus right now. There's one.
And we put them all together,
Yeah.
and then we use like a bus compressor or something. In this case, we used the glue. We really like that one.
Yeah.
And it's just to compress all the drums in a little room. Not too much compression, but just to keep everything in the right level and place.
Yeah.
So that's what we do on actually all the drums, like every time.
If there are some big peaks in your signal, you can use the glue. It's really good. It just it keeps the levels
and it
there,
gives also a bit of warmth to the whole bus. So that's also pretty cool.
So in this way, we bust it. As you can see, all the drums you can like with one fader you can put in the whole
and you can
drum
also
section.
you can listen the whole section and also listen without it, like listen to the drum without the drums. So we always work like that in our mixer session. We try to make a lot of buses, like all the synths together, all the drums together, all the FX together.
Yeah.
Just on the end of your mix, you can do good mixing by leveling just the buses, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay. Then we come into the melody part. It's of the break. Actually, maybe cool to mention is that we started this track with the drop part, so the synths, and then we were looking for a break for a melody, and we couldn't really find something that fitted, but we had a different project that had a really cool break, but the drop wasn't fitting. So we were like, well, why not? Let's try it. And you have a really cool function in Logic that you can import from other projects. So we imported that break, and then we used the transposition to find the right key, and actually it fitted perfectly. So that's the way we imported the break.
Because this track is in E minor, so the drop was in E minor, and now the break is also in E minor. So that's we can check out the break now. We started with this plug. And what's on it? It's the silent. We got a little bit crusher. We really like the bit crusher also, especially in this track again to add a little spiciness.
Yeah, also
dirty.
Cool to show them the mix, the Fallout menu with the mix on the bit crusher. It's also sometimes it can just be too heavy, and you can take a little bit off to mix it. A lot of Logic plugins have a drop-down menu. Some people don't know it, but you can check a lot of stuff in there.
Here in the compressor.
And there are a lot of mix buttons, so you can do a dry-wet with the signal.
We use several layers in here.
This comes in a little bit later. It's filtered. I can show the automation.
It's just simple chords, but with the filter it gets bigger and bigger until everything comes in like here. It's a lot of layers.
Yeah, so basically the same synths come in back again, except for the plug, and we've layered it with a couple of sounds.
Yeah, this is like the mid part.
Yeah.
The main chords, high layer from the Nexus.
Yeah, got a few of those. And we also like to do is when we have a melody running. Like he's telling you, we're doing a mid and a high section, but also we mute some notes in different melodies to just to fill the whole spectrum and have some different sounds coming in. Also,
that's good to tell actually. Like we don't layer like every section the same. but we used different transpositions in the notes to fill the spectrum.
Like as you can see here, we're on this octave and this octave, and here we have some different ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, the melody has a lot of layers to make it sound fuller, and it also has its own bus.
Yeah.
And on the bus, there's a lot of stuff on it. First off, we EQ it a little bit down, and we put in some more mid in the 130, because it just gives it more mid frequencies. We like that in the synths. Yeah, the sausage fattener is just what it says it is.
Spice it up.
Yeah, the low cut is for automation. So we have automation on the synths. It's this one you can see we've done a lot. But we'll see that in a few seconds. But first I want to explain what we've got for affixes on it. Yeah, we really like this
from
this
Waves.
EQ.
It's really good EQ.
It beefs it up really nice. Like it sounds a bit dull without it. That's just it. It just gives a little bit of life in it. So that's pretty
sounds more open.
Yeah. What we did here is we gave it a little bit more mid and high frequency. So we like it's really good.
Not a lot, but it's just
yeah, some sidechain. So not a lot, but I think the mix is way. Oh, actually, this one is
going up when the kick comes in.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, this EQ we really like it a lot. It's from Pop Filter. You can listen to the different parts by clicking the headphone on it, and you can just hear what you're EQing. Like sometimes you're just searching for the right tones, you can't find it.
Just sweep in.
Yeah. So that's.
It works really nice.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Like that. And yeah, again some side chaining on it, and some stuff for automation purposes, like a low cut and a high cut. Yeah, what we wanted to show you is that when the kick comes in at this part, we have a sidechain automated in. You see it going up, and when the bass, this part, stops, it automatically goes back to 0, and you can see the side kick here being on 0 and going to 42 when the bass comes in. So the kick doesn't interfere with the bass, and yeah, when it's done, you can hear it or see it go back to 0. We use a lot of those kind of tricks with the sidechain.
And automation, yeah, we use it a lot.
Yeah. Now we go to the build-up, to the second drop.
You get the snare ruffle. It are like 2 snares combined, and we just use the pitch on it, so you can see it here. They are going here to this bus, and we have a lot of automation on that as well. You can see it's from Waves, the sound shifter. We use it a lot.
Yeah.
Let's start 0.
Oh, something happened with the synth.
And you can just hear it pitching.
Yeah.
Always works. And combined with the synths, we have like this synth. I hope it works now. It loops, and also this one goes up in the pitch bend. It's the pitch bend in the silent. You see it, we set it on 12. And it just pitches together with the snares. And together with some FX, we have here, like some build-ups we've created over the years, and from some samples.
Yeah. What we always do is when a track is finished and it's completely done, we bounce all the FX and all the snares and all the things, because sometimes it's just too time consuming to make every time the build up the same. You always try to use the same kind of sample, so we bounce it and then we take it from another project and add some little things, but you don't have to make it all over again.
No, to keep the workflow also high.
Yeah, it's your own sound, so when you made it yourself, you can do it. Okay, yeah, we're going to the drop, the second drop.
And also we will check on the vocal samples we used. come in here right before the drop. Keeps dirty, like it. Yeah, it's just a cool sample.
Yeah, the sample actually
It's
is from a
yeah.
game. Yeah, we like to play Call of Duty.
Duty.
Like everybody said on YouTube, they already noticed where the sample was from, and you guys are right. It's from Call of Duty, from the zombies. Play that a lot, and we were like, well, the track's so dirty, we need like a really aggressive, dark voice, and this popped into our heads, and we actually just got it from a soundboard and filtered it and made some crazy stuff with it. And there's another sample underneath it. I don't know what that exactly is. Yeah, what is that? I don't know.
What is
but
it? But
doesn't
together
matter.
it sounds cool.
Sounds cool. Yeah, and it just gives you that.
We have the camel fat on it again with the distortion here.
Yeah.
And
Exciter.
a big ozone.
Just to beef it up again.
Yeah, actually this one also only the stereo imaging is working on it.
Yep. So that's the sample, the drop.
Drop.
Hence the title Max Ammo.
Yeah, and the second drop is just actually the same in the beginning, but we have added the noise. It's the noise we used and made in Dear New York. It's just a simple white noise.
Side chain.
Yeah.
And bounced, like I said, from another project, but we use it again. Yeah.
Just gives extra energy.
Yeah. Some extra synths in it,
and there again, there's some cool samples, and we really like to make like special edits, like every 8 bars or 4 bars, whatever. But we don't want to copy paste every edit like the whole track.
No.
So that's what we did. Then there will be like a noise flanger.
Yeah, next 8 bars.
And yeah, maybe we can show you guys how we make like this noise flanger. A lot of people use it, of course.
Yeah, there's actually
it's
one.
pretty easy to make it actually. It's just yeah, we'll show you when you make like you just make a simple noise, white noise.
There's also one that was in the remix pack for Swedish House Mafia, and you can actually get it everywhere. But we were like, we want to know how it's made, so we made this one ourselves. Just yeah, we're tuning it ourselves and trying to find out how they did they do it.
Yeah.
So
it's just a simple white noise.
Yeah.
Then you open the flanger.
Yeah, just a
the
Logic
feedback
flanger.
A bit low. And the intensity back.
The mix up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you get this sound.
Now you already hear it, like the beginning of it.
Yeah, the bass.
So then we just bounce it in place, put it on a new channel.
There's also a handy thing in Logic that you can bounce in place, so you don't have to use the bounce button, but you can do it inside your project, and it bounces the effects on it, but not the buses. So you have to watch out that you send the same file to the bus you were working in, because it won't bounce the bus effects with it. So
but it's really nice because you can remove a lot of plugins you're not using, and it's only one audio file, so it saves a lot of CPU.
Yeah.
And that's pretty nice. And then we can add like this audio file to a sampler. We make a new sampler track of it.
And that's the Logic one, the EXS.
The EXS, we use it for that. Yeah, it's just pretty easy. Go to the edit.
Put it on the right key, C3.
Put the high, lots.
Oh.
So now we have it here.
Yep.
We can just.
You can start as low or as high as you like, but
then the pitch bend comes in, which makes the FX, and that's over here. We just put it on 12.
You can use it.
And then you can automate the pitch bend in here, like this, and then you get the sound.
Yep.
So something like that really works.
Yeah, and then it's better, I think, to make it yourself and you know what the story behind it is.
Yeah,
So,
you can just edit it the way you want it, because sometimes you have like 8 bar build up, sometimes you have like 16 bars. It just depends on the track. So
I think it's not wrong to use some Vengeance stuff, or
no.
but we just
We
like
also
sometimes to make it ourselves.
Yeah.
So yeah.
in
Okay.
this case, yeah, we always also have a Vengeance one in here. We just
Right. Ah, yeah. Nice.
another uplifter with some LFO stuff in it. Cool, but it comes in here.
I think mention something. There's also a fix we've made in here. That's the. Let me check. It starts in the break.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a high note, and it just gives the energy in your top frequency.
Yeah. And now it's not even pitching, but sometimes we use it with also with a pitch bend.
Yeah, like
in the beginning.
just a bit fills it up a little bit. It gives you that last bit to to give you that energy. Yeah, this builds up to the outro. And the outro is actually just beats and a part of the bass.
Yeah, and the moving, the build up. It's actually just a normal synth that we bounced, and we just put a filter on it.
Yeah, this one. It's the outro synth and the intro synth also, and it's a piece that we've bounced from the main synth. As you can see, it's audio, and we've used it Sonoxys TBK. It's a really nice filter.
Yeah. Show it in the intro, then you can hear the filter with the high. And it's really cool.
The golden knob, as we say. Let me check. In the intro, you can see that it's moving in the automation. And we've put the filter on high, so you get a really nice crispy sound. So if you would put it on low, it wouldn't go that far, but now it's going pretty intense.
Pretty harsh. That's cool.
So
maybe down in the edits.
Yeah, it's maybe cool to check the edits we've made. Well, we've discussed this vocal part. We have some more in there. Yep.
Bunch of samples laid on each other.
Yeah, it just gives that. And then you go into the break. It would be
Also
really
a
cool.
gunshot,
Just before the break, you get like the click and then boom into the break. It's really fun. And you have the synth again. So what's Logic doing?
Logic.
Yeah, and we're back in the break. Let me check.
I think we got like almost everything except the mastering part.
Yeah, it's cool to show you guys the master of the track. It's pretty full, but I'm gonna take you to the main drop again. Yeah, we use control to
Frameworks,
to put it to our low end on 100 hertz. It's all mono, so it will always be straight down the middle for the low end. We use the EQ from a UAD. UAD is a really nice plugins.
Really cool. And
the mastering bundle from UAD, the precision mastering bundle, we use that a lot because
the glue.
It gets a little warmth from it, and it sounds analog.
And this is a cool trick actually from the UAD side itself. They put like it's really high, but they put it like just 1 dB or even less, like this, half.
Yeah.
And it just gives a little more
spark something. I don't know. It just sounds crispy when you do it.
It's really cool.
It's a little bit, but it gives you just a little bit sparkle.
More freshness. Yeah. We use the glue again on the master. Again, like bus compressor. It glues everything together, like it's the name of the plugin. Some EQing again, like here. We want to lose a lot of stuff, to divide like the kick and low end and the synth stuff, so you can really feel the energy. And yeah,
mostly it's around 200 hertz. You have to
Yeah.
look up a little bit. We use a frequency node table. It tells you where keys are playing. Like for instance, you have playing on an E. It will be in the table will tell you it's on like 180 hertz, and you know exactly where to EQ. Of course, you have to listen, but it's always
It's
handy.
helpful.
So you can look it up on Google or something. It's called a frequency node table, and you can just check out where nodes are in your frequency spectrum. So that's really handy. And of course, this plugin you can again listen to to that part. So that's really cool.
Because if we would add this part, like put it like there, it's like it's already a very crazy hectic track. But if you would add that, yeah, it won't work anymore on the floor. It's too much energy then. Then we used the ozone. Yeah, we used the ozone a lot on mastering. It's just this good plugin because you can do actually everything in one plugin. We used the Loudness Maximizer.
Yeah, this is for limiting.
Yeah.
And like maximizing.
Harmonic exciter.
Yeah.
Also good dynamics, like a multi-band compressor. We use it sometimes a little bit, just on some parts. And the stereo imaging is cool.
The cool thing is from the ozone is that you can learn the spectrum if you play. It can divide the bands on the parts you're working with. So for instance, this is like really your mid
part.
Yeah, your top and your high. So that's pretty funny. Let me check which one we have more.
Yeah, and the Pro L.
Yeah, this one is really for the peaks. Take them out. So the last one, it really makes a nice sausage of it.
Yeah.
So no, it's just to get the peaks out and to get it as loud as you think is good for the
mix. And we use actually we use the dynamic range meter a lot.
Yeah.
And it's actually pretty funny to see, like 2 or 3 years ago the hardest tracks were like 6-7 dB or something in the range, and we always try to get like 4 dB or something dynamic range, so that you have a little more space and it's not totally like one sausage.
Yeah, there's still some dynamics in there, but
Yeah.
not much, but some.
Some.
Yeah, and we use this is also a really nice plugin. It's really for the EQing, and we put it a little bit on the low end for the warmth of the kick.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's the master chain on this track.
Yeah.
And yeah, actually also on every track we use different mastering, but most of the time we use the ozone, the Fab Filter Pro L, and the Neve from UAD.
Yeah.
And yeah.
In this track, we mastered it inside the track, but normally we bounce it without anything on the master and make sure it doesn't clip. And we take it in another file, and then we copy the master in there. We also like to cut our breaks and put them a little bit softer, so you can the drop has
more energy.
Yeah, more energy, comes out harder. So that.
But that's also because sometimes in Logic we have problems with the automation, because you can also automate it in the track itself, but it doesn't work like every time. So that's why we bounce it the way Tim said.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can see if we play it without all the instruments, it's not clipping. So that's something we really try to do.
Yeah.
And then the master is just to pump everything up. The mix itself needs to be good already. It's not a game changer, your master, but it's just to get the loudness.
You can make a good track sound better, but a shitty track will always sound
shitty.
So yeah, that's the mastering section.
Yeah.
This was our track Max Ammo. We showed you a lot of stuff we did, and we hope you guys have something,
you learn something
inspiration, or you'd learn something from it. So
thanks for checking it out.
Thanks.